we got up bright and early to see North Beach, sin gente, and also to fly the drone. But apparently there's an airport here on the island.
No drone zone.
The drone, not only will it like give you the warnings, it just won't let you take off.
Yeah, I put it in the air and threw it like a butterfly for its first flight.
Just drop like a brick. Okay, amigos, we have soaked up the morning sun. Unfortunately, we haven't soaked up any pan dulce or cafe. So that's what we're gonna go do now.
Yeah.
This beach.
8:30.
Oh man, it's amazing.
Beach day.
Once the sun comes up and really illuminates the water, like so, it's just truly amazing, which is exactly what I hope I'm saying in 30 minutes after we eat breakfast. Look at this food, amigos. Breakfast burrito, bacon, Hillary's bacon, beans, potatoes. What do you have?
Pancakes, eggs, potatoes, carbs.
Are we going to the beach after all this?
Yeah.
But really, no.
No.
Okay, amigos, we are stuffed. That coffee, whoo, my voice cracked. That coffee was delicious. Now, the truth is, we don't really know what we're gonna do. We're gonna try not to get run over by a scooter. We're gonna go ask how much it costs to get to Isla Contoy. I have a feeling it's gonna be a little out of what we want to pay.
My budget's 2,000 pesos for the both of us, so it's probably gonna be a no.
It's probably a no, but then if that doesn't work out, we might go sit at the beach. I don't know. Los Kinetic Kennons. We're struggling to find a way to be kinetic today.
We just want to sit on our rears.
Okay, we found the Isla Contoy thing. Turns out we missed the boat. It left at like 8:30 or 9 in the morning. It's an all-day thing, which seems extremely early for one, Mexico, and two, a Mexican island. Seems like doubly early. But it cost, he said 3,000 pesos, and maybe we could have talked him down, but 3,000 pesos for a starting price.
I don't even seem too bad.
Doesn't seem too bad. How many dollars is that? Gracias. How many dollars is that?
$200.
Okay.
It's a little less than $100 a person.
Yeah. That seems when you put it when I think of it in dollars, that seems more expensive for some reason. But
it's a
all
lot
day.
of money. But I think for something that it's like a short excursion that I think not that many people do.
Exactly.
So like other short excursions are at least $100 or $129.
That's true. Now we're gonna go make our own shore excursion. We did some, I can't speak, it's too hot. Whew. We did some investigating for you guys. Most of the beach chairs, at least the ones up until this point, in the first place was 600 pesos total for like the beach club. But that goes towards a credit, towards beers and food. So we just ate,
300 pesos per person.
300 pesos per person, so 600 for los dos. But, so that's not bad if you're planning on sitting and having a few drinks and having food. You're probably gonna spend 600 pesos, well worth it. Another place.
On our salary, we're going for dummies. Dummies, Oxo.
Yeah, we went
the hard ground.
We went to Oxo, got some peña fiels, and I recently saw Peña Nieto's terrible joke at the the Panifio Factory on YouTube.
Yeah.
And some other of his goofs. But yeah, at 300 to 600 seems to be the going rate for beach chairs here, which we're spoiled by Vallarta because all those are free. You just have to buy like even a beer or, you know, a Coke or something would do it for you. But we're back at the beach. It's even more beautiful than when we left somehow. So far we've had an absolute perfect beach day, mostly spent in the shade because this is hot and we don't need any more sun. But I don't know how long this video is. I feel like we've been filming all day, but we have like 30 seconds of video. But our last final thoughts, or like the one thing we thought about today was, I mean, it's interesting to finally come to Cancun, Isla Mujeres, Riviera Maya, and experience what most gringos, what most foreigners, when they experience Mexico, I think a lot of it's this area. Obviously there's other parts of Vallarta, there's a ton of foreigners, Mexico City, but in terms of just vacation, I could be wrong, but
yeah,
I get
like hundreds of thousands of tourists watch the Riviera Maya area.
Yeah. And I think it's just interesting to see, okay, this is what most people's first and only impression of Mexico is, and now we've experienced that as well, both from the perspective of your everyday estadounidense, but then also from the perspective, maybe not quite as a full-on Mexican nationals, Mexicans. But as adopted Mexicans, I think we have that viewpoint as well.
So I think especially it's important that the people here represent Mexico, but they only represent a teeny tiny part of Mexico, the food, the culture, and I think that's something that we are fortunate enough to have visited, you know, East Coast, West Coast, Caribbean coast, Central Mexico.
But we have a lot left. I feel like looking at a map, it's like we barely explored any.
But we have a more broad perspective, and I think for someone to ask us, what is Mexico like? It would be like mind-boggling to even try to like wrap our brains around that. So it's really interesting to be here. Yeah.
Well, I was sorry. I was just gonna say, I think the difference between here and Mexico City, it's like two completely different worlds. It's just hard to explain. So yeah, when we say Mexico, I feel like it's, I mean, similar to the U.S. Like New Orleans doesn't represent small town Kansas, which doesn't represent Dallas. So it's just also, and even those are still like all in the central time zone of the state, so we didn't even do a good job of spreading those out. But
yeah, I think it's just interesting how this teeny tiny sliver of heaven on earth is what people will see and what people will think of when they think of Mexico, and that's just very interesting to us. Also interesting to us is what we were planning to do tomorrow, which is
we are going to try and be the first people in all of Mexico to see the sun rise tomorrow.
I don't know if we can do it, but the challenge is up. This week we have partnered with a company called Everything Isla, and they provided excellent accommodations with the icest cold air conditioning. Ice cold air conditioning and the hot island air, and a great concierge service that's recommended great restaurants, live music, things to do, things to see, told us about the sunrise. So
excellent location, and we're going to give you something to look forward to. We'll show a little bit of our accommodations. We've sandied up the place right now. So we'll show you those here in the next few days.
More on that tomorrow.
But thank you, Everything Isla.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. That way you get notified every time.
Click the bell.
Oh. Hold on.
Today's his first day.
It is. Okay, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Click the bell to get notified
every time
we upload new video, and we will see ya
mañana
from the easternmost part of Mexico.
Vamos!